versus actual person again. That's what it is. So I know both of you guys kind of touched into something with that question. You know what I'm saying? Kind of touched a little bit into branding. Like, you're the car guy. You're people who know you are always going to come to you. Social media has become like a huge piece of it. Shout outs to some pioneers. My guy, Bowtie Terrence out there, Gabe McDeal out of I forget what group he's with, but and a couple other guys who've really like taken it to the next level and blown it up. What are your thoughts on social media? Not just for the dealership, but also as for each salesman and manager branding themselves. What are your thoughts on that?
I love that's a great question, and I absolutely love social media.
Here, I'm gonna alley this one up to you real quick and let him take this one down. Okay.
All right. So to the point, that's TikTok. That's TikTok, right? So that's what I mean by that. Social media is amazing. I could tell you, if you're not using it as a salesperson, there's free tools for you to advertise yourself. Free tools, free leads, free everything that you could ever imagine. The one thing that I can say is social media, just like the 90 thing I talk about, takes 90 days to get really attention. It took me 90 days. I don't know if you noticed this, but I've only been on social media for 5 months. I've been on LinkedIn for years. I just jumped on Facebook 5 months ago, and I'm crushing the game. And I learned really fast. I'm like, man, it's like a video game. You're trying to get so many views. You're trying to do this. It's all organic. But the key I've noticed is after about 90 days, I started to get the real following, because people realize this guy, whether they like my stuff or not, they realize he's not gone. He's still doing it, because we've all seen it. We've seen the 2 to 3 weekers come in, talk about they're going to do these every day, and then they stop, right? Yep. I do it every day. I do it multiple times a day. I've added extra stuff every week. I constantly try to find something that is going to be the new thing, or, a tweak something I've done in the past. If you watch my quick brews every single day that I do them, they're better and better. They're cleaner. The editing, it all comes together. Just like your show right now, it looks beautiful. I love the background. I love it all. I am gonna, I'm gonna steal some of this, but that's how nice it is, and I love it. It's great. It works really well. But that's the same thing. The more you're out there, the more people are gonna notice you. You're gonna get haters. I talked about this on a quick brew the other day. Just love them. Because if you're getting hate, it means you're doing something right, and you're doing it all night. And I love it, man, because I'm looking forward to the next one, and I think it's fun. And when you can debate with the hater and actually do it where you're actually saying nothing but love to them, say, man, I feel you. I love you. I hope you're doing well. And, as like Lou said, I'll pray for you. Right. And, and I just, you could throw hate all you want, but I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because I love what I do.
I'm going to forgive, focus, and fly.
But that's going to come with it. But people's biggest problem, I'm going to just say, is that they're worried about what people are going to say. Or am I going to get enough likes? Screw all that.
And I know, actually, it's not only that. Some people have a problem with themselves. I know me. I am so much better behind the camera and editing and creating and making things look great. You know what I mean? And promoting someone else. Right. I much rather load the lips of a salesperson for them to complete the transaction rather than, sometimes run over there and have to find a way to prep myself to look like I'm adult enough to be in front of them. You know what I mean?
I freestyle. I don't care if my hair's a mess, if my beard's all over the place. People like it. They want to see the authenticity.
So sometimes you got to get over that. And that is
I love it. At first I was. My first video, I remember I made it and I was like, oh my gosh. I was in my garage. I was building the table that we're sitting at right now. And I was getting ready to, I just sanded it down and I loved it. And I just had this inspiration to do a video. So I put my phone out in front of me and I start to record myself talk. I look back at it and I'm like, oh my God, I look like an idiot. But I posted it. And the reason why I did, because if I didn't, then I probably wouldn't the next day. And I probably wouldn't the day after that. You got to take that step. Once you take that first step, and then you commit to yourself, and I did this whole year. I committed myself to do it at least for a year and see how it goes, right? I'm doing it all the time and I've committed that. And now I'm seeing results. So you guys out there who don't think it works, promise you it sees results. I'm starting to get invited to shows like the UpBus. I'm starting to get, I've been invited to a few other ones. We've hosted some people on our show that I couldn't believe, people that were people I was looking at like, man, I want to be like
El Patron on there. That's huge, man.
Oh, and he straight up told us, man, and
it was the most fun.
It was the most fun he's ever had on a podcast. And that was like dope.
Yeah.
We went for an hour and 40 minutes. We went for a while, right? And we talked, and he was like, "Let's keep going." It off. And you know how busy El Patron is. Yeah, we had a. I was like,
"Look, that's a blessing. That's a blessing."
But it was, and that's just from work, and I put myself out there to the point where, Rudy was like, "Look, you're out there, man. I see you. I feel you. I want to do your show with you, you know.
Let's go.
Now he's all about, like, I mean, you know, he's all about trying to be part of it. He wore a shirt the other day. He was on social media rocking my shirt. It's not the one that's you know, this is Glenn Lundy's shirt right here, Rising Grind for Glenn Lundy. I love that dude too. But he's one of my inspirations too, and I will have him on my show. Promise you. But then, just like I said about El Patron, so, you know, but he was rocking my shirt, the same exact hat I'm wearing right now, same style. He was wearing that all like on 4 or 5 different posts that day. I was like, oh,
Justin Garrick actually was rocking the coffee.
Yeah, and he was a great guest too. That is a rising star. Yeah, I absolutely love that guy. Great. He inspired me to do my lot walks with my guys, and now I do them all the time. And I did this thing called the 5-liner where I walk with the guys. I ask them 5 questions, you know, and introduce them to the world, basically, you know. Okay. And that's, you know, so people could feel them. And we post it on our dealership website. They get to see who they're dealing with before they come in. You know, this for the guys who are too scared to even do it. I'm like, here, now you're on it. Too late. And I do it. They don't even know you're live. I'm like, it's live. Let's go.
Say something. So,
use it, abuse it, make mistakes. Because if you're not making mistakes, you're not doing it right. You got to keep making mistakes. Because the more you do it, the better you're going to be. So yes, use it, abuse it. Please do. You're missing out if you're not.
You know, guys, I never ever rewatch a live video. I never do it because I'm super self-conscious, man. Like, as soon as I get it out there, I'm like, you know what, just post. Don't worry about it.
And I'm sure it was probably dope and good, man. I've seen a few of yours, man. I've seen the ones, you're funny. You get your family involved in some of the ones that you've done. You know, I saw that one where, I love it, dude. That's what made me notice you. It's not the fact that you're putting out video. It's the fact that you're being you. You know what I mean? People want that. People are like, if people would buy more cars from you because of, you know what I mean? That's just what they see. They're like, oh, man, that's just like me, man. He's at the house kicking it just like I would be. You know, he's not a sleazeball that's going to try to take everything I have. He's trying to take care of his family, just like I am.
I always try, you know, when I'm doing these, because that's, you know, what I do for my company. I travel around and train the salesmen on social media as well as the managers, and I always put a huge emphasis on that. Yes, put your, you know, quote unquote sales posts out there, but you have to put yourself out there as well. Show the stuff that's, you know, not as pretty. You know what I'm saying? You chilling at the house, relaxing. You know, maybe you're out with some friends or something like that. Within reason, don't do nothing crazy. We don't see, you know, drugs or something like that. But you know what I'm saying? Just be yourself, because that authenticity is what connects you to the everyday person. Because again, that number one objection that most people has is, you know, he's that old sleazy used car salesman. I think the picture I always think of is what's his name? Danny DeVito. Absolutely.
With the hat on.
That's it. So I always think of that. They always think of that guy. But when you show them, you know, on your personal Facebook page, yo, this is me, this is who I am, it's a hit. I want to give one quick tip out there for the guys. And we do have a question from Facebook. From YouTube as well. But for those of you who are, you know, a little nervous about social media and trying to break into it, but you want to get some action out of it, the one thing I harp on every single day with every salesman, every manager is your delivery process, and including your social media into that. Whenever you deliver a car, I promise you, if you do this right here, it's going to blow you up. Consistency, of course. Whenever you deliver a car, you simply say to your customer, sir, ma'am, you have a friend or family member that's going to be in the market for a vehicle. Okay. We have referral checks or whatever y'all's referral process is, but most dealerships do have a process to give out checks, right? Say, hey, I want to put some money in your pocket. And I also want to give you another way to contact me should you have any questions. Maybe my number changes, your changes. I want to make sure we're always connected. I'm going to add you on Facebook. Boom. Take their phone, find yourself, add yourself on Facebook. Then say, hey, we're going to do a quick little live video. I just want you to talk about your experience. Right. And you know, most oftentimes they're super excited. They just got a car there at the height, you know, the climax of their emotions, right, with the sale. You put them on a video. You just, you know, for a quick 30 seconds, just let them talk. Hey, sir, ma'am, you know, how was your experience? And hold your phone up to them and let them do their thing. What you'll find is, especially when you tag them in that video, is your comment section underneath that video will be overloaded with their friends and family members saying, oh, my God, I want to get a car. Oh, my God, I want to get a car. Because, again, it shows that, one, it connects them to you as their car guy, but also shows that, man, so-and-so got a car from them. Shoot, man, you know what? I might want to get a car too. You know what I'm saying? Or better yet, here's the one I love. Man, if they got her done, I know they could get me done. You know what I'm saying? Right? And that's what you do. That simple process, guys, I guarantee if you do that consistently, and I know folks want to do photos, do a live video. Video. Notification. Video converts 10 times better.
Yeah, do video and a photo if you want a photo.